Hey everybody, welcome to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, the show about anything and everything because it's our show. I'm here with Juan.
Hey.
And Jay.
Hello.
And I'm Sean, and this is our theme music. Oh, it's back. It's back this week. I guess last week was so serious we couldn't have it.
Well, it didn't happen because he had a lot of D's in his mouth.
Oh, yeah. He had both of these in his mouth. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to I'm Not Crying, You're Crying, episode 3 of season 2.
Season 3.
Oh, Jesus Christ, you guys are right. I lost my mind. It's season 3.
What an idiot.
Yes, I'm the idiot. I apologize. Yes. Yeah, the guy with both of these is calling me an idiot. All right, so welcome back, everybody. Jay and Juan, how the hell are you guys doing?
Good, Sean.
Thank you, Jay. Thank you.
How about you? I thought Jay. You know what? You guys always do this shit. I'm letting Jay answer first, and you're like, "Thank you." Like, fuck you.
I feel like you don't listen.
What do you want me to say, Juan? I mean,
No, it's not you. It's him that like stays quiet, and I expect you because I see you like getting ready to talk into the microphone.
Well, he's used to being cut off by you, so he's just
yeah. You guys are funny today.
Every time I talk, it's like double Dutch. I'm just waiting to jump in.
It's true. It's true. Juan, if you would just look at it, you can see when he's going to talk.
Again, it looked like he was going to talk.
He's doing the both of these exercise right now. So, oh man,
where's the seal?
Juan, how are you?
I'm doing fantastic, Sean. Thanks for asking. Go fuck yourself now.
Oh, are you?
No, yeah, I'm doing fine, man.
Oh, great, good.
Yeah.
Good. I think you second dosed since the last time. Did we talk about that?
Did I second dose in the last episode and didn't mention it? Yeah, I've second dosed and my wife has second dose.
Hey, look at that.
Yeah, man.
Right.
What'd you get? Moderna or Pfizer?
Pfizer all the way. Team Pfizer.
You're gonna need to get a booster shot in the butt. I think we had determined that.
Yeah, I feel like I'm getting deja vu that we talked about it. But you know what? There's a podcast I listen to, and I'm learning more about the science of the shots, man. And it's interesting the race that to get to where we're at, and the science involved with like the Moderna shot. It actually changes your structure and tells your body make more of this shit to survive.
You know, Juan, I wouldn't take you for the scientific type if I'm being honest.
Me neither, man. I'm kind of surprised that I'm enjoying that podcast.
Is it?
I'm surprised that you used the word science.
Jesus Christ.
I thought it was a food, and then I discovered it wasn't.
You thought it was a food, and you discovered that it wasn't. Science makes everything. Science, baby.
No, but it's pretty incredible, man. I think because we lived through it, I took everything for granted and didn't realize how.
You make it sound. You say live through it as if like this happened 30 years ago.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Dude,
well,
it just happened.
I know it just happened, but as a modern person, I had complete faith that we would have a vaccine quick, but the science behind it was like really, really interesting.
You keep saying the science behind it as if you're going to start to explain the science.
No, I don't want to explain it because I know I'm going to fuck it up. But the Moderna one was just impressive. It's essentially breaking down your DNA and telling your body this is what you have to produce to survive.
Hey, buddy, you got to produce this shit now.
It's like it's telling you. It's like someone sold your body Coke, and now it's telling you, "Hey, you just keep producing this Coke, all right?"
Yeah, no, it's interesting.
Yeah. So, well, welcome to the second shot club. Jay, are you? Did you get your second dose? I think I asked you this.
I get it tomorrow. So after tomorrow, I'll be second dosed, and hopefully, I don't get any of the symptoms.
Are you nervous?
I'm a little nervous. I'm going to request that they give my shot to me in my butt so that my arm won't be sore.
Yeah, but then
so you're putting it in a spot that you're used to it being sore.
Excuse me?
Well, Juan, if you want to elaborate, because I don't think I understand. Why would he be? Are you saying that he sits a lot? What are you saying?
Yeah, tell me the science behind that.
Yeah,
that statement.
Hey, did you request the following day off just out of curiosity?
I think you're trying to dodge the question.
Yeah, stop ducking the sore butt question.
Yeah, please elaborate. I mean, how would you know what a sore
Jay
butt
is
feels
riddled with hemorrhoids from all the pushing. That's why it's sorely
Oh
sore.
my God,
like? Jesus Christ,
that's disgusting.
why would you wish that upon him to have hemorrhoids?
I thought we were friends.
You're just rude. You're just rude, Juan. Well, you know what, Jay? Good luck. I'm sure you'll be fine. I
Please.
find
No, you weren't
Please?
fine. You made fun of me because I thought I was going to be fine. So the question is, did you request the day off the following day, or did you try to gun-ho it like I did and go, I'll be fine?
Yeah, I requested the day off, the next day off, and hopefully the next week off.
No, be prepared for muscle pains and be prepared for cold sweats and shivering, man.
Cold sweats and chills.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
What do I do then? I mean, what's the science behind that?
I believe
You get us on Marco's blanket and cover up.
I believe the science is just stay home.
You know, I'm a little mad at you, Juan. After last week's episode.
Why?
Well, there was one point and I thought about it after the fact. And I'm so ashamed that I didn't call you out on it. Like there was that point where Sean was telling a story about that person that wanted to take his black card away from him because he didn't do the right thing, and then we proceeded to make these caricatures, and we thought it was funny, and then you came down on us like we were racists. We were racist. However, you can make as many Mexican caricatures as you want.
That's also
and
very
it's not
true.
a problem, you know? And I was like, this self-righteous motherfucker is trying to call us out, and he does the exact same thing. And I'm like, ugh, I was boiling. I couldn't wait to bring it up.
I can tell.
Well, yeah, because I mean, you try to act like you're all high and mighty on your high horse, but really,
I can't believe you two. I cannot believe you two. How dare you make Shut up, dude.
you know what, Juan? Well, I wish a motherfucker would.
I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, yeah. It's your turn to say it now, Juan.
Say it.
I can't say it.
Why?
Because I
mean, you can say it.
I said it. No, I said it to my wife, and she's like, out of all the people, you should not be saying it. You sound wrong saying it.
It's just words.
Well, you probably you don't say it right.
Yeah, that's exactly it. That's exactly
But
it.
just try it.
Say it again.
No.
I wish a motherfucker would.
Yeah, I wish.
I wish a motherfucker would.
Oh, come on, dude.
No, come on, man. Like,
no, I'm telling you that.
Look, we're not your wife. Just say it.
Just say it, man. Just say it. Just
say it like you want to say it.
Yeah. I wish a motherfucker would.
Okay.
What?
Nothing. That was perfect. It's great.
Fuck off, dude.
No, yeah. All right, gentlemen. So last week we ended the show with the "I'm not crying, you're crying" gauntlet. The second go at it.
Yeah.
Now here's the deal. Now, first of all, I think we need to add a little context here. So, we had all of 8 votes.
8 votes this time?
Yeah, I know.
Huh.
But
did you vote this time, Jay?
No.
Sean, did you vote?
I did.
How many times?
Just one.
Yeah, same here.
No, you're a lying sack of shit.
No, I put it on my mother's grave. I only voted once.
So here's the deal. Now, we find ourselves in a situation that I do not believe to be true.
Say it, bitch.
Because Juan...
Say my name.
Juan somehow, from who knows where, I don't know who he's paying, the other 7 people to vote. To vote for The Wire. The Wire, people were voting to...
No, you said 8 total... 8 participated.
Oh,
right?
I'm sorry, you're right.
So only 4 people voted for The Wire, 3 for what's the green?
For Mad Men, 3 voted for Mad Men,
and 1 for The Sopranos,
and one for The Sopranos. Now on Instagram there was someone who said you would have to be like out of your mind to vote against Breaking Bad, which which was my stance. Well, yeah,
that was my argument.
But I don't think that makes it bulletproof. Anyway, the point is, Juan, congratulations. You earned another point.
How many points is that, bitch?
That's 2. That's 2 whole points. But that's not the game. But that's not the game.
No, it's not. But I'm just getting close.
Look, no. Okay. No. If you have more than 5 points, then when we get to the midpoint, then yeah, sure, maybe. So congratulations, Juan. You got 2 points now. Congratulations. I just want you to know that when I give you your trophy,
it's going to be both of these.
It's going to be Ligma. You're gonna get some Ligma, and then both of these.
Yeah,
to tape to your mouth.
Yeah, that's real.
It's real what? Wish a motherfucker would say something.
I wish a motherfucker would.
What? Say it right now. Say it. That's what I thought. So congratulations, Juan. We'll have another one at the end of the episode. This one I think will be fun as well. So today, guys, we're talking about Generation Z and why they're just so plain disrespectful to everybody who was not in their generation. You guys know any Gen Zers?
Honestly, I would need an explanation on who exactly Gen Z is.
I mean, Juan, do you want to explain exactly who? Are you going to Google it? Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to have to Google it again.
So Jay, just for reference, and all the people listening, Generation X is anyone born in between 1965 and 1980. And 1980.
That's me.
Hey, we got a Generation Xer on the squad. All right. So then after that, millennials, that's me, and Juan, whether you like to admit it or not. That's 1981 to 1994. Now, Generation Z is this squirmy little generation in between 1995 and 2010 who seems to have taken social media by storm. They are activists for everything. And I want to say it's probably perceive themselves to be the most woke generation there is. And by that, they're aware of every social issue and they have a stance on everything. So then I ask you, gentlemen, again, do you know any Generation Zers?
Yes.
So here's the thing. Now, if I'm understanding correctly, now I was born in 85, so I think I'm on the cusp of this Generation X, generation, like millennial thing. And I see both sides of it. However, this Generation Z, like, it's kind of annoying. Like what's going on? They're like taking social media, they're taking every social injustice and making it, in the words of Juan Ledesma, taking a Chihuahua shit and making it a Saint Bernard shit. A Saint Bernard shit. So like, for example, you guys remember the man spreading? You guys remember that? You guys remember that thing, that crusade? Anybody? Just me?
Vaguely. I don't remember exactly.
Man spreading or mansplaining?
Man spreading.
The fuck is that?
Man spreading is when a man sits down in a public place and
with his legs wide open.
With his legs open.
Yeah.
You know, because it's I don't know, bothering people? I don't understand. But it's a social injustice that needed to be corrected according to Generation Z. You're looking at me like I'm crazy, Juan, but this is things that Generation Z does.
I never heard about this.
Man spreading?
Yeah, I never heard that people were offended by it.
It's
as I sit here with my legs completely wide open.
Yeah.
Well, you're in your own home, dude. It's like on a train or like in public, people are, where the people are just looking at a dude's crotch, and so they don't have to look, but
they don't have to look, but they're just, why the fuck are his legs spread so far apart?
Were they pissed because he was were their legs spread apart and bothering the person sitting next to them?
No.
Then yes, that's plain rude. But if nobody's sitting next to you and you want to sit comfortable.
Well, I don't know. I'm a Gen Xer, so I don't care.
Yeah. Yeah. So Jay, that's a great point. And you said it before on the show, which is like, as a Gen X, I think you even said it. You're just apathetic. You're not really affected by it much. You don't really care. You just kind of, like, okay, fine, whatever, and you move on and do your thing.
Yeah, I've been telling people that Gen Xers perfected meh. Like we perfected it. Like millennials think that they invented meh. No, that's Gen Xers. We were like meh. And we're so good at it. We don't care.
So this generation came after millennials?
Generation Z?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So the thing that
Are you contemplating the science on it?
Yes. You want me to explain the science on it? When a man loves a woman, and if they loved each other and shared a special hug in between 1981 and 1984, all of the all of those hug created babies were they're all millennials. Aww. And so the reason why they're not called Generation Z and they're called millennials is because they were babies born at the turn of the millennium. And they had access to technology that previous generations did not have. For example, I mean, the smartphone, the feature phone, like all of those things, and the internet.
I thought there was a cusp between millennials and Gen X.
Yes,
I said that I fell in, where you're like,
welcome to the conversation.
Oh, you fall into Generation D's. Generation D's nuts. Do you get it?
Yeah, I got it. Jay.
Generation D's nuts in your mouth.
Both.
You're on the cusp of these balls.
But yes, so yes, Juan, there is a cusp. There is a transitional period, right? Because obviously these are just hard numbers. So I would say that that anyone kind of born within like the 1977, maybe 1979, to like 98 to 82, 83 kind of fall within that area. Maybe a little further outside that range. Mm-hmm. But I mean, that just means that you kind of,
So what was the name of that cusp?
No clue, Juan. I'm assuming it's a cusp of a mix between the two. Like if you're a Leo and a Capricorn, I don't know if those are two signs that go together.
No, but because I remember you and I had read one of the things, one of the possible names for that cusp, where you're like old enough to understand technology, but young enough to understand technology, but old enough not to fully comprehend it.
I don't remember the name, but. Yeah. But that by and large is the thing, right? It's that so Generation Z is a generation that always had the internet, that always had touchscreens, that always had access to information, where like they didn't have to go to the library and crack open an encyclopedia and go zebra, and then he just told you everything.
Or use a stupid index cards,
or the Dewey Decimal System.
Dewey Decimal System.
Yeah. So if there's a Gen Zer listening, go, what the fuck is Dewey Decimal? It's like, is he a TikTok art star? What's the hell's going?
Remember that last season of Game of Thrones where Sam Tarly was looking at all the scrolls in that big library? That's what I think. Like the Dewey Decimal System was like. It's just this like horrendous like organization and
I don't know how I found anything in the like school library under the Dewey Decimal System. It made perfect sense at the time, but right now, if you try to get me to recall, I have no clue how it works.
You know what? I've never found anything through the Dewey Decimal System. I could never find books. I always tried, and then I went to the librarian and said, find me this book, please.
The only reason I knew how to do it was because I was a library aide when I was in middle school. That's the only reason.
Oh, shit. Is that where your glasses came from?
No, my glasses came from my poor genetics. That's where they came from. But so again, Gen Z, they kind of sit on this high horse of like always having all this stuff and access, and they don't always remember like stuff like Titanic. They think that Titanic was like just a movie. Right, they think that the movie Pearl Harbor wasn't like based on an actual historic event, and they do dumb things like try to get people canceled. Like this whole cancel culture movement, it's kind of like it's by and large funded, like I say funded as, but sourced at Gen Z and kind of like spread out through the millennial, and then Gen X is like, yeah, I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Like to the point where they tried to cancel like people who have been long since controversial and we've kind of like moved on. They tried to get like
Eminem at one point.
Yeah, they tried to get Eminem canceled. How'd you guys feel about that? You guys hear about that at all?
Yeah, I did.
I actually haven't.
Really? So Eminem released a song called with Rihanna called I Love the Way You Lie. And in there's a line about violence towards women. So Generation Z on TikTok tried to start this movement of canceled Eminem based around these lyrics, to which millennials and some Gen Xers kind of go, "What the fuck is wrong with you? Like, this is not the worst thing he's said by far." Like people tried to get him canceled way earlier than you. You just sit the fuck down. You have no idea what you're talking
He's
about.
uncancelable.
I wouldn't say he's uncancelable. I just mean that he's already been through this gauntlet of stuff, and he's kind of like he's made it through on the other side.
Yeah.
There's not really.
He's actually been grandfathered into like bad shit that you shouldn't say.
yeah.
He is essentially your grandfather that says racial shit, and you're like, "Oh, grandpa, you're just old."
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think yeah, Jay put it perfectly. Like, he's been grandfathered in, so he, he's basically untouchable. He made fun of gay people and then performed with Elton John.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, so good luck, Generation Z. But this is the kind of stuff they do. So like, the other things that like Gen Z is trying to control, like fashion statements and styles of millennials, or just boomers.
So they want to control the fashion statements of generations that came before them.
Yeah. So, according to Gen Z, wearing your hair in a side part is no longer cool. Now, I've never had a side part in my entire fucking life because that's not how my hair works. But, but I mean, like, why is that even a thing to be canceled? Like,
I don't know. I think a lot of it is just like they just like. I think it stems from like their childhood, and I believe it's our fault.
Yeah.
It's our their parents are my age and older, and like when they were younger they would get praised for like pointing out stuff that was wrong, or it's like, oh, good job, because that's the kind of culture that we raise these kids on, like participation trophies, everybody's a winner, and you point out injustices like they were told, oh, no one should be treated like that. Everyone should be equal and blah, blah, blah. But in my, as far as my generation, it wasn't like that. It was just like, you deal with bullies, everyone's different, you have to either stand up for yourself on, it was everything what you had to do on your own. It wasn't like, hey, you're going to rally all these people to stand up against like injustice and think that you're going to bring this whole system down. That's not what we were taught. But as far as like when we're raising, like my generation, they're raising their kids, they're teaching them all this shit. Like, you can do this, you can do whatever you want, like you can change things, and that's what they believe. So they try to point out every little like thing that's wrong, everything they think that is wrong, everything that makes them feel a little bit awkward. They don't like it, and they're going to point it out until it gets canceled or changed.
Yeah, go ahead, Juan.
Do you think people raise their kids like that because they just want them to have what they couldn't have?
Of course.
Yeah, I think so. But
why fault them for it?
Well, because I think, I mean, if I'm being honest,
because it backfired on them.
Well, it's backfiring on the rest of the world. It's not backfiring on them.
I mean, these kids weren't allowed to build any type of like strong character, like they were all taught this. They've never had to really face like a bully
because they were protected.
A lot of them were sheltered, a lot of them. They were protected from the disgustingness of the world. So then now they see it because they're all adults now, and they're horrified. They're horrified at what they're seeing. And they want to change it,
Mm-hmm.
They want to make it to where it was comfortable, for them as a child. But a lot of people, my age and older, we kind of, saw through the cracks. We saw a lot of the things that were going on when we weren't supposed to, and then we had to deal with it in our own way.
Yeah, it's you guys ever see the movie Major Payne?
I've heard of it. I've never seen it.
Oh, well, there's a great scene in this movie where Major Payne, played by Damon Wayans, he is a
I have seen it.
Yeah, he's a drill sergeant, comes to a military school to whip these kids into shape. And his little kid there, he's crying, he goes, it's Hillary Banks, and I can't remember the actress's name.
Oh, Karen Parsons.
And she's yeah, and he goes to comfort one of the little kids who's crying after major pain is like just kind of ripped into him, and he goes, "Excuse me, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get your titty out his mouth and stop babying him." And so, and it's like this great moment because at that moment, that kid, he's completely broken. So by the end of that movie, he's one of the toughest SOBs in that class, and he's young, and kind of running the whole deal. So I think, you know, in Generation Z's story, they have a Karen Parsons and they need a major pain. If I'm being honest, to just tell them like you need the man.
Yeah, I mean, look at Cobra Kai. You know, Miguel and Johnny Lawrence. That's like the perfect like Generation X and Generation Z combination where like Johnny Lawrence says, "Don't be a pussy to you know, these kids," and Miguel's like, "Well, I don't think we should like you know, subjugate, you know, gender, you know, like," and it's just like, you know, it's not that's what he's doing. He just, you know, he's just telling these kids, you know, man the fuck up. You know, the world isn't that great, and you have to be tough, and you have to be a strong-willed character.
Yeah, it's great. My favorite thing of Cobra Kai still. He tells, I can't think of her name now, but she wasn't in season 3. He's like, you got to unflinch them. Just start punching these like scared kids in the face because they've never been hit before. They've never been hit. So and Johnny's absolutely right. The only way you're gonna get over it is just to have it happen to you. That's it. He's like, once you get punched in the face, that's it. You're like, you know now.
So, do you think this generation is so successful at canceling shit or getting their voice heard because they're using social media as a powerful tool? And our generation's kind of misused it, beginning with MySpace. Instead of using it as a strong communication tool, we used it as, hey, how many songs can I put on my background and how many top friends can I add?
Well, you have to keep in mind that when we got social media, we didn't really know what we were doing with it. And the companies that were controlling, you know, advertisement and media weren't really paying attention to it either. So now, like Jay said, those kids, their parents are running those companies or employees of those companies, and they're trying to figure out what the next like money base is, right? Well, who's getting to the workforce next, and that's just Gen Z. So who's going to have the buying power? Who's going to have all that stuff? It's them. So why not cater all that stuff to them? So they're using it to leverage essentially their money.
So aside from manspreading, what's the most outrageous thing that you guys have heard that they've canceled or tried to cancel?
Well, I mean, just a bunch of ridiculous stuff that are like not even really social injustices. Like they're trying to cancel skinny jeans. Like,
why?
Oh, because they don't think it's cool anymore. But I mean, these are kids that never had to wear like bootcut jeans in the rain or like have the back of their pants like fucking tattered because they have dragged from their back of, you know what I mean?
How does one start to try to cancel skinny jeans? What?
Well, first you start with a TikTok, and then you go viral. I don't know. I think that's how it works.
I think it's a hashtag, and then
yeah. You use hashtags, and then you go viral.
So, how many of these things that they try to cancel do you think they started off as a joke, and because it went viral, they're like, fuck it, now I need to run with it?
I don't think any of them started as jokes.
Yeah, I think they were seriously offended.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Juan.
Fuck.
Yes, fuck. You know, which so it brings me to my
you have a list. Why don't you go off that list just so I could get pissed off, man?
Sure, if you want to just be angry. So some other,
because I'm completely oblivious of like people wanting to cancel parting your hair to the side, skinny jeans. Now,
well, that's because you're a Gen Xer who doesn't care. Who wants to be on the cusp of being a millennial.
I don't want to be a millennial.
I don't know. Why are you such ashamed of your identity? Why?
What do you want to be, dude?
I just want to be myself.
He wants to be the guy that ligma.
God, back to this shit again.
So
I fucking hate.
So
you guys
another thing that they're trying to cancel is and I'm going to share my screen with you, Jay, so you can follow along with me. But another thing that they're trying to cancel is the use of the use of the cry emoji, like the crying with laughter emoji.
Why?
I don't know. It's not cool to apparently it's not cool to use this emoji anymore.
So the generation that started the whole Latinx movement, is that the same one?
I have no idea. I have no clue. But Jay, so now instead of using this crying with laughter emoji, you're supposed to use a coffin.
Why?
And a literal crying, like the literal crying emoji, because you're dead. Because that was some slang. If you found something so funny that you couldn't stop laughing, then you just say, "I'm dead."
And they're not triggered by that.
No, they created it. I'm dead.
Okay, next. Fucking idiots.
No, Juan. They also say things like, "You don't want this smoke."
What does that mean?
What do you mean? What does it mean? What does it sound like?
You don't want the smoke.
Yeah.
What is the smoke, though?
And the smoke is anything that is controversial to them, to the other person.
Okay, next. I don't want that smoke.
So they're also upset with millennials showing off their Hogwarts houses in their bio. So it's just making it a part of like who you are.
What does it fucking matter?
Oh, wow.
What
does it fucking matter, man? Let them. Okay, next.
Hey. So they use millennials using the words adulting, which is a thing that people do.
I get annoyed by that.
Of course. Well, are you part of Gen Z? Is that what you're saying? They also they judge how we take selfies from above, selfies from or duck face.
Selfie's a selfie. God.
Well, they want you to look directly at the camera, like you're trying to look into the person's soul.
Yeah,
our generation.
I don't think they like the lies from the angle.
Yeah, it because they're also the generation that started the hashtag no filter movement. So like Instagram, millennials love filters on Instagram, but now Generation Z, they're like, no, hashtag no filter.
So the generation that didn't have to figure out how to work a selfie stick is trying to tell us how to
they're the generation,
take a selfie.
They're the generation that got rid of the selfie stick.
Juan, I feel like you're triggered.
Yeah, hashtag triggered.
I am very triggered right now. Please continue.
See, for someone who doesn't want to be a millennial, you're saying a lot of things that a millennial would try to say to fit in with the Gen Zers. You're like that Steve Buscemi character who,
hey, young guy.
Yeah, hey fellow kids.
Yeah. Next.
So, some other things that also trigger the Gen Zers about millennials is us saying doggo, which I do know that like
about your pet.
Yeah, calling your dog doggo, and liking coffee. Like we're obsessed with coffee, but coffee is fucking delicious and a necessary thing of life. So I don't know what the fuck.
So how do they get their caffeine fix if they don't like coffee?
Cocaine.
Yeah, coke,
speed,
crystal meth. Who knows? I don't know. I don't know these kids. Liking pizza.
What's wrong with pizza?
So here's the thing. I'm starting to get a vibe that like
it's anything we like. They're gonna hate.
Well,
they want us to become extinct.
No, I think they just didn't have like I don't know like pizza was the highest of all food forms that you could get while you were in school. Like if you're gonna go to someone's house and you can get pizza. That was like that was it. Like,
do they just hate pizza in general, or are they fine with like cauliflower crust pizza?
I'm sure that's part of it. But
they just hate life, man. If they don't like pizza,
well, I don't know. I mean, I love pizza. Pizza is one of my all-time favorite foods.
Have you had a cauliflower crust pizza?
I have.
It's not that bad.
It's not. It's fine. It's not. It doesn't replace the doughy deliciousness.
That sounds disgusting.
Jay, that's what I thought. But it truly is not that bad.
I feel like you are trying to be very upset at all the things here so that you can say that you're not a Gen Zer. But really, I think secretly you're a Gen Zer who's going to go get a pumpkin spice latte soon.
I don't like pumpkin spice.
That's what you're saying right now, but it's not winter or fall yet.
I started eating cauliflower crust pizzas because the other ones are not good for me. They make me sick.
Must be a Gen Zer. It makes them sick too. It's their kryptonite.
Yeah.
Not liking pineapple on pizza. Now, this is a debate that many people feel one way about, but
yeah,
when I was growing up, and I mean, you
Hawaiian
had
pizza.
Yeah, you had 3 pizzas. It was cheese, pepperoni, Hawaiian, and like
what happened to sausage?
The combo pizza. That's the only way you ever got. Yeah, that's the only way you ever got sausage on a pizza is when you got that combo pizza.
And now fucking Costco got rid of the combo pizza.
Right.
It's this fucking generation that did it.
I don't.
That's why.
I think it's no one buying that pizza that did it.
Fuck
but okay.
you, dude. That was the only pizza I bought at Costco.
You and the one other person.
You want to look at me in the eye and tell me you did it? Jay, did you ever buy the combo pizza, or were you always a pepperoni pizza at Costco?
I don't remember. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's either combo or pepperoni. I don't know. Again, I don't care.
But it's pepperoni all day. So they also have an issue with the fact that millennials love bacon so much, but bacon is also delicious.
I could do with or without bacon.
Again, I think you might be Gen Z. I think if I'm learning anything about you, Juan, is that you are Gen Zer right now. Also saying, I did a thing in a social post.
That's everybody doing that now, isn't it?
Well, not Gen Z, apparently.
I've never said that.
I think I have.
He doesn't care if people knows if he did a thing. He just, I know, Juan, you absolutely have.
Yeah.
I did a thing. And it's like, then you go on this like long jury post. I think you cried at the end of writing it.
I feel like Juan is trying to fit in with all the generations.
Yeah. It's like, it just depends on who he's talking to. So, I mean, the list goes on. I mean, I could go on.
Just say 3 more to piss me off.
No. I'm not going to say any more to piss you off because this is a show where all of us are involved and not just Juan Ledesma. So Gen Z. So they're like these sheltered, and I'm going to say coddled. Sheltered sounds like someone was trying to protect them. I think coddled is someone. It's like someone not even protecting them. They're just trying to make sure they don't know what's really going on. It brings to mind that there's like a lot of things I used to do as a kid that I don't know if these guys can do anymore. Like, for example, if you had $2, just $2, when you're growing up, you could live like a king, from snack food. Like you get a 25-cent soda, 25-cent bag of chips, and then get like 10-cent candies and all kinds of other goodies as the day went on. But I don't think you can't do that anymore.
No.
Like, was it inflation? Like, what's the problem?
I think it's a little bit because now a soda. I remember when like the good name brand soda was like 50 cents for a can and $1 for a bottle. Now it's like $2.25 for a bottle, and I'm like, good Lord, shit has gone up.
Yeah, that's even those Arizona teas have gone up.
No, those are still 99 cents.
They're not. No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
I believe they are.
I don't think so.
Yes, they are. In fact, I remember reading a BuzzFeed article about shit that hasn't changed price, and the Arizona teas were one. Now, if you pay more than 99 cents, even though the can says 99 cents, then you're being ripped off.
I'm like 99.9% sure that the cans no longer say 99 cents, and B, they're not 99 cents. They're at least $1.09. Yeah.
I say we go to 7-Eleven after we're done recording just to prove you wrong.
Here's a guy that has nothing to do tomorrow morning.
I have to go to work, man.
Well, then how about on your way to work, you stop at a 7-Eleven, take a picture, post it on the Instagram.
No, I go to get my coffee, man.
Okay, we can debate this all night long, but I think we should get back to the subject.
But my point being is that I mean, like, I don't think kids are ever going to have that like anymore. And for that matter, I remember going as like an 8-9-year-old kid, like going to the store and I mean, not even to the store, like some random person's house who had candy inside of it. And maybe it's because I grew up in Watson that just is how it was. I don't know. But I could remember going to someone's house and like they had candy and you could buy it. And then like you just kind of, again, you live like a king.
Oh shit, I had one of those houses growing up too.
Was it all in Mexico?
No, it was, well, yeah, they had those in Mexico. But in LA.
Was it a narco house?
No, it was not.
Okay. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, in LA, and I had a house. And then in Mexico, every other house sold shit. Yeah.
I'm sorry. I feel like
I feel like that added nothing.
No, it was going to add something, but this douchebag sidetracked me.
I feel like I deflated your little balloon, and then you're just like, I'm just going to...
What does it have to be little, motherfucker?
I'm sorry. Are you trying to compensate for something here?
Yeah, I remember...
I'm sorry, Juan. You have...
I remember going to those houses and being able to buy a bag of gummy bears for 25 cents, man.
Yeah.
Oh, shit, a whole bag?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the little Black Forest gummy bears.
Yeah, I remember that. Again,
little dime bag.
Same thing with the ice cream truck, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, if you had paper money, like $1, You could buy
what other kind of money would you have?
No, because the difference is, I remember going to the ice cream man, and like a typical kid, I had a handful full of change and go, what can I buy with this? And he would count it out and be like, you could get this, this, this. Or sometimes I would have like a dollar bill and be like, hey, what can I get with this? And you're like, they're like, you could get one of these styrofoam planes, or 2 of the styrofoam planes, or this plastic toy gun and shit like that.
That's like, go ahead, Jay.
Well, here's the thing about the ice cream truck. I remember it being the most popular non-threatening van that
yes.
like,
yeah, it's
kids would be crowded around an ice cream truck.
Yeah, you would think that they were selling candy out of there or giving it away for free. It's and I think that's one of the things I missed the most about like living in LA is like that random ice cream trucks just kind of rolling by in the middle of the day.
Dude, there's been one circulating out here in Lancaster to the point that it's driving my wife crazy because it doesn't go by our street. She's like, there's an ice cream truck around here, and today she heard it and she went outside, or she was outside, and went walking out to see if she saw it so she could buy the kids ice cream. And no, it was going by the other street and doesn't swing by our street, man.
Well, they probably saw the cops come by, so they had to roll out.
But yeah, like I don't. Yeah, you guys have any other things that you think kids won't be able to do?
Walking alone to like the store by themselves at like I used to walk to the store at like 10 or 11 years old and just buy shit and then walk back home, like.
Yeah. I was just mentioning it, but like I would walk to the store to pick up shit for adults. I'm like, hey, I need to pick up cigarettes for so and so, and they're like, all right, give me the money. There was no IDs. You pick up NyQuil, whatever you need,
or alcohol beverages. Like the store people would know who you were buying this shit for. Like I remember going and buying stuff for my grandpa, and they're like, oh, you're here for your grandpa? I'm like, yeah. They would take my money, give me the stuff, and then I would just leave.
Yeah, the best part was like, they're like, keep the change. You're like, oh fuck, I get to keep all this money.
Oh, yeah. I bought cigarettes from my grandfather, and I had to point at the cigarettes, and then they got the wrong ones. I say, no, not that one, the other one, and they're like, oh, okay.
So Juan, you had a bacon wrapped hot dog.
Yes.
And
I didn't have it. We came back and they were selling them off of a shopping cart in Hollywood. And we were both excited because we hadn't seen them since we came back from Mexico. So I ordered, I think they were like 2 for $5 back then. Now you get them for 1 for $5. And nobody's ever going to know the feeling of you pay the $5 for your hot dog. They're making it for you. And then they see the police and they take off running with their shopping cart. And we had to run with them to make sure we got our hot dog. We ran for at least 2 blocks because they were afraid that the cops were going to come and confiscate their fucking cart.
Wait, I'm sorry. Did you steal hot dogs?
No. So we paid for our hot dogs. And as they were preparing our hot dogs, they saw a cop. And I guess cops had been pulling them over and taking their cart away because they didn't have permits. So they literally took off. First, they took off running. And then the lady goes, my cart, runs back, grabs the cart. And my brother and I are like, what the fuck? So we took off running with them because we had paid the $5 already. And $5 was a lot of money for kids.
Mm-hmm.
B, we wanted our hot dogs. And C, it was worth the run.
Was it, so then you're saying that you and your brother went, so you got both of them hot dogs?
I knew this was coming back.
I feel like that was an isolated incident that only applies to you, Juan. And I don't think a lot of like people your age experience that with like street hot dogs. I think
that's true.
Like I'm sure like
no, but how many people would eat a fucking street hot dog now?
Dude, a lot of people eat a street hot dog, especially like younger people. They're adventurous with food.
Especially if it's at like a farmer's market.
I find that hard to believe because when I first started working in the Hollywood area, people that I worked with definitely judged me for getting a street dog.
Well, it was coming out of a man's pants.
Yeah, come on, that was pretty funny. That was pretty funny, dude.
Yeah,
Come on.
it was funny.
I feel like it hurt your feelings, Juan. I'm sorry. So
this
Juan,
is the episode where we break Juan down. It's his major pain moment.
It's true. And the next episode, he's going to be a tough SOB. You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if you started sounding like your kidney stone. So
I think that was a cue for Jay to do the kidney stone.
Yeah, but I forgot how the character goes, so I didn't want to.
He had a little bit of an Australian accent for some odd reason.
Yeah, I know. Put up your dukes, Juan. Stop being a pussy. Little bitch.
There you go. And he's back.
Yeah, hey, he's back. So with that said, gentlemen, with that said, we'll move on to this week's I'm Not Crying, You're Crying Crybaby Gauntlet.
It's your turn to pick.
It is my turn to pick.
So who goes second? The current leading man?
No.
Don't call yourself the leading man.
So last week, Jay went first.
Yeah, so it's my turn to go. You go
which means
first.
that he goes last.
Yeah,
and that means that yes, by and large, you go second. Again, there's only three of us, Juan. There's only three of us.
Okay, so, then pick your fucking top. Or actually, introduce the topic.
So this week's topics are the MC. Go ahead.
Do you want to explain the voting process? Because you were commenting how you feel that people may be voting wrong because it's not right that I'm winning.
Well, I just don't like the fact that you're winning because you're going to gloat unnecessarily. So I'm going to explain the voting process, or I'm going to educate the people, as one like to say. But essentially, I put out a Google form, and then you can vote. You choose the one that you want to also go. So if you side with us or pick the same movie that we picked or the same thing that we picked, then you just pick that in the vote. And then at the beginning of the show or the end of the show, we'll divulge the winner. So right now, Juan is in the lead with 2 points because he got lucky.
Yes,
because he got lucky. He's so stupid that he can't pick he can't pick wrong. So anyway, this week is
fuck you.
This week,
fuck you with a baseball bat. He's so stupid. Fuck you.
Juan, are your headphones working? Was I? Yes. Jay, can you hear me? Oh, so Juan just cut me off. Got it. Okay.
Fuck it.
So this week in the gauntlet, we have Marvel movies. In specific, we have Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War, Captain America Civil War, or Thor Ragnarok. Which one of these has to go from the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
Holy fuck.
So I am a nerd.
Can you tell me the other Avengers?
The other Avengers?
Yeah, you had Endgame and I can't read it from here.
Yes, Avengers Endgame, Avengers Infinity War. So you either want part 2 or part 1 to go.
Fuck, you can't, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, I'm sorry. What, you're not confident anymore in your choices? Captain America Civil War or Thor Ragnarok.
Okay.
You have to choose one of these to go. Now, I am going to choose Captain America Civil War. And here's why. Because it is basically Avengers Age of Ultron, like part 2. B, because I think of all the other 3 movies that are here. If you were to remove it from,
you preset this shit on purpose.
I didn't.
You knew what was the topics.
I mean,
you knew the topics. You fucking prepped yourself. You cheated. You saved this one and you cheated, you motherfucker.
Okay, so if you want to write the show notes and produce the all the content, then,
Juan, if you want to try.
Yeah, if you want to show up and do something other than just talk.
Just fucking continue with your cheat, you fucking
sure.
Fucking
fine. You know what, Juan? You know what? I'll let you go first.
No, you already picked.
I did, but I'll take
continue with your argument. You have one left. Go.
And then I have 2 more left. But lastly, if you take Captain America Civil War out of this equation, it doesn't affect the overall story in such a way that you still can't get to the rest of these films. Because so with that said, I choose Captain America Civil War. Juan, it's now your turn.
I've been set up because your last final argument was if I pull this movie out, it doesn't affect the continuity of the other films.
That's just
fuck you very much. Next people, I have fucking hustled Jay and Juan, thank you very much. Catley out. Fuck you, you son of a bitch. Fuck you.
Okay. Again, I'll put it on the table again. I'll pick another one of these movies.
No.
You tell me right now. I'll pick another one of these movies.
Okay, so here's the thing. I'm not gonna pick Endgame. I'm not gonna be that dumb. Fuck. And without Infinity, you can't have Endgame. But I really love Thor. I can't pronounce it.
You try.
No.
Come on.
Ragdy's nuts.
Como chingón borracha noche, pinche pendejo, cabrón.
Come on, man. Again, I'll put it on the table. I'll take it back.
I'll take Thor Ragnar.
Ragdy's nuts.
Even though it does have my favorite line out of the series of the whole piss off ghost.
Was that your Korg impression?
Yeah, piss off ghost.
Okay, so so you're saying you want to get rid of Thor Ragnarok because it has your favorite line, piss off ghost.
No, I don't want to get rid of it because of that. To be honest, you could have done without it and just found a different way to re-add those characters into the other movies.
I 100% disagree.
Yeah, well,
but that's, you know what, that's not for me, that's for the audience.
Yeah, that's for the audience. The thing is, again, I'm not going to go against the snaps. So yeah, well, fuck you, dude.
I told you. The offer's still on the table.
I'm just picking. The Thor Ragnarok. I have no true arguments other than, dude. I have no arguments. I'm just picking that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
Jay.
I was gonna go with Thor Ragnarok. And I have a better argument because I mean,
Too late. You can't do
Okay.
my argument. Pick.
Well, you had no argument.
it's fine. I'm not
Okay,
gonna argue
sorry.
against it, but I am gonna pick Avengers Endgame.
What?
Yeah. I you know what? As much as I love how Avengers Endgame, ended. I feel like a lot of it was just kind of like it was the biggest fan service out of all the Avenger movies. You know, it's just like, hey, we're bringing the band back together. You know, like, and here's everybody back, and now we're gonna like close off storylines, which I like the way they did it, but I mean, I wish they could have kept some storylines open. But I mean, I would pick Endgame over Infinity War because Infinity War was more of a Thanos like origin story or like a story arc for him. And then with Endgame,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know who like the main character is. You know, it's hard to follow one single character in this movie to root for, you know, whereas Infinity War is just like, oh, this is Thanos, and you kind of like in some way you root for him to snap his fingers and blip everybody. But with Endgame, it's just like, oh, this is it, and now we're gonna move on to the next phase. So
I mean, see, I can appreciate Jay's argument because imagine if the Marvel universe had just ended at Endgame, like at Infinity War. Like imagine if it was just like, that
yeah,
was it.
there'd be so much speculation and questions, and
Sorry.
it's all good. I wish a motherfucker would.
Well, motherfucker did.
Yeah, but I mean, I feel like Endgame was like, we can make so much money off of this, you know, by just like, you know, bringing everyone back and
think of
Yeah.
the toys.
yeah.
Think of the toys. Yeah. Well, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Who are you going to side with? Me, Captain America: Civil War, Juan, Thor: Ragnarok, or Jay with
Endgame.
Avengers Endgame? Or are you going to tell us to go fuck ourselves and vote for Avengers
Ooh, I
Infinity
wish a
War?
motherfucker would.
I wish a motherfucker would. Juan, come on, man. You got to join in.
No, I'm fine.
It's like the Three Stooges, man. Hello.
Hello.
God damn it. Every goddamn time. Well, Juan, are you done?
I've been done about 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Juan's been done 20 episodes ago.
That's true. That's very true. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us tonight. What are some Generation Z things that piss you off? And what are some things that you could do as a kid that you can't do now? Tell us. We want to know. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at INCYCSHOW. You can also leave us a voicemail at the end of the damn show. God damn it. Go on, take it away.
Like Sean was saying, don't forget to like us and subscribe at your favorite.
Don't forget to like us.
Please like us.
Please.
You can follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at INCYCSHOW. You can email us your suggestions, comments, or strongly worded letters at INCYCSHOW@gmail.com, or just yell at us by leaving a voicemail at the link at the end of the show notes. We still have that one shirt sitting collecting dust. Don't forget to try buying it. In fact, I wore my shirt the other day. Sean has his today. Again, thank you very much for listening, and don't forget to like us.
Please like us.
like us.
Or be like Juan and like both of these.
Both of these nuts.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Night, night.